Our keyboard has lot of keys and some of them are just useless. So why not remap them or make them a macro key so that we can perform multiple tasks with just a single click. So let's start with the simplest one. If you ever felt that this key should be there, that key should be here, then here's the solution. Download Microsoft Power Toys. Then in input and output, go to keyboard manager and here you get two options. First, keyboard remapping. Here you can see I have remapped some of the keys. So when I press F12, then volume goes up, and when I press F11, the volume goes down because that's very convenient. So to remap a key, click on remap a key, and at the bottom you can find add key remapping. And from this drop down you can select which key you want to remap, or you can click on select and press that key and it will assign that key. And in here you can select any key or keyboard shortcut, then it will be remapped to that key. Hit OK. And then the second option is remap a shortcut. So let's open it and add shortcut remapping. In this case, you can't add a single key. It has to be a shortcut. So if I try to assign a single key, it will give me this error. So it has to be a shortcut. So let's press Ctrl Shift Z and hit OK. And in this site, you can assign any key or keyboard shortcut just like the previous one. Another thing, if you notice here, we have a box which says all apps. So this shortcut will be applied to all apps. But if you wanted to apply it on a specific application, then you can write the name of that application. For example, explorer.exe. Now this shortcut will only perform in Explorer. Another thing you can do with this action menu, select run program. Now you can run program with this shortcut. So I'm gonna select AnyDesk and hit OK and save it. Now if I press that shortcut, it will launch AnyDesk. Now if you want to launch any script like AutoHotKey script, then you can't because it only run exe files. So a few months ago I found this method that I can create a batch file to execute that path of that AutoHotKey script and then convert that batch file into an exe file which I can remap to this keyboard shortcut. So while editing, I thought why not check out the other option from this drop down. So anyone from the comment section won't call me a stupid for not checking out the open URL option, which will open any address, any website address or any path of a script, and hit OK. And if you press that key, it runs that path and there's no need to make a batch file and convert it to exe file to execute it. I am stupid, I know. So yeah, apparently you can use this open URL file and execute any file. So there's no need to create a batch file or exe file to execute your AutoHotKey script. Which is a great segue to our sponsor. Just kidding. AutoHotKey, a scripting program that allows you to customize every aspect of your computer. For example, if I press S, then it will send this keystroke. I'm gonna save it, and if I launch that, now if I press F, then it will send those keystroke that I have assigned. Another good example is in a video where I used AutoHotKey script to move my playhead to my mouse pointer with just right click. You can check that video in the description. Now let's move on from keyboard to keyboards. If you want to make your own Stream Deck, then all you need an extra keyboard and this piece of software named HID Macros. This software allows you to customize any key on any keyboard, and you can do things like pressing a single key to remove the green screen from your video. Cry. Yes, you can do the same thing with AutoHotKey, but this software makes it much easier. Hence, it automatically recognizes each keyboard as different input. You can check out Craig Tech's this video where he explains everything in detail. So at last, I have two very similar programs. In my opinion, these two has the most flexibility. These are KMonad and Kanata. I haven't used KMonad, so I'm only going to talk about Kanata. But both of them do the almost same thing. You can change the whole keyboard layout, or you can add keyhole functionality. For example, when I press the F key on my keyboard, I get F. But if I hold my F key, then you can see I am not spamming the F key as it should. Instead, it now switches to Control key. So if I hold the F key and press A, then it executes Control A. Similarly, if I hold F key and press X, then it performs Control X. Ctrl V. It also has keyboard layering. So if I press and hold my space key, then it switches to the second layer, which makes my HJKL key into up, down, left and right key. So the possibility is endless. I'm still learning this software, so in future I might make a full tutorial on it. By the way, both of these softwares are available cross platform, so you can use it on Windows, Linux and Mac. But if you're using Mac, then you should also check out Carabiner Elements. It's a very useful tool. At last, I want to give an honorable mention to Vim, a keyboard based text editor, which can take your writing speed to the next level. It will definitely take time to learn, but once you learn it, it's going to be life changing. So you can check out this video to learn more. And also there's an extension called Vimium, which is Vim but for your browser. So you can check that out as well.